When Americans have work to do, they turn to their trucks. And for the past 5 years, the trucks they've turned to most have been built by Ford. The reasons usually come down to tough truck value. That value story starts with a ladder-type steel frame and all-welded double-wall construction. In the pickup box sides, tailgate, doors, hood, and cab roof. There are also features that protect the body against corrosion, like galvanized and pre-coated steels, special waxes and sealers, and plastic liners in areas prone to rust, like outer box panels, rocker panels, doors, the undercab floor, wheel wells, and front fenders. Its protection so good, Ford provides a 3-year, unlimited mileage, corrosion perforation warranty on all F-Series pickups at no charge. There are several features that contribute to riding comfort. Up front, all Ford F-Series trucks offer twin I-beam independent front suspension, an industry exclusive. Each wheel steps over bumps independently on its own I-beam axle and coil front spring for a comfortable ride in the cab. In addition, the twin I-beam on F100 and F150 models is designed with lubed-for-life ball joints, as well as a provision for camber adjustment. In back, F-Series pickups feature rugged leaf springs, computer-selected on F100 and 150 models to match the payload rating and optional equipment. And power front disc brakes are standard for sure stopping. And standard P-metric and LT-metric radial tires offer increased tire life and reduced rolling resistance, which contributes to fuel economy. The box has an easy-to-remove tailgate, coved corners, standard skid strips, and many more important details. Plus, a complete range of payload ratings from 1,370 pounds on the F100 to over 5,600 pounds on the heavy-duty F350. There's also a choice of cab styles, including supercabs and crew cabs, as well as dual rear-wheel models. Buyers can choose from several powertrains. The standard engine on F100 trucks is the high-efficiency 3.8-liter V6. On F150, 250, and 250 heavy-duty models, it's a rugged 4.9-liter inline 6. These engines are coupled to a 3- or 4-speed manual transmission. There are also V8 gas engines to choose from, including the new 7.5-liter on heavy-duty models that can be teamed with overdrive transmissions, either 4-speed manual or automatic, in addition to the conventional automatic. And for 1983, there is a new 6.9-liter V8 diesel engine available for F250 heavy-duty and F350 models. In the cab, an inside hood release, an inside-mounted fuse panel, an AM radio, an easy-to-read instrument panel, and a dome light are standard for added comfort and operating convenience. Ford's roomy cab also features a 3-passenger bench seat with a standard folding back. F-Series pickups are available in 4 trim levels: the standard model, the mid-series XL, the luxurious XLT, and the sporty XLS. There are also many individual options available to dress up an F-Series truck, to provide more comfort or convenience, and for special heavy-duty applications like trailer towing. While all F-Series pickups are capable of trailer towing, trucks equipped with the 7.5-liter V8 or 6.9-liter diesel can haul trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Put it all together, and it's easy to see why Ford became America's top-selling pickup. More truck buyers have found they can get more value in a tough F-Series truck. In 1983, the reasons are better than ever.
Tough. That's the word that best describes Ford F-Series trucks. Ford builds them tough to work hard on or off the road. That could be why more people buy Ford F-Series pickups than any other light-duty pickup truck in America. For 5 straight years, Ford has been the sales leader. In fact, the F-Series outsells every automobile nameplate. And the best-selling light-duty truck on the road is also the top seller off the road. That's right, more people buy Ford four-wheel drive pickups than any other make. That toughness begins with a rugged ladder-type frame and all-welded double-wall construction of the cab roof, doors, tailgate, and pickup box sides. And that's just the beginning. At the heart of Ford's part-time four-wheel drive system, you'll find a rugged, easy-to-shift transfer case. Twin traction beam independent front suspension is a domestic 4x4 exclusive and features 2 high-strength steel axles. Ford offers other standard features that add to off-road control. Power front disc brakes, for instance, and power steering, as well as steel-belted radial tires on F150 models. Or 16-inch LT metric steel-belted tires on F250, F250 heavy-duty, and F350 models. F-Series 4x4s have a tight turning radius and high ground clearance, which are necessary when maneuvering in rough terrain. And a tough steel front axle with an integral skid plate shields the differential from rocks and high ridges. There's a rugged F-Series four-wheel drive pickup for every need. F150, F250, F250 heavy-duty, and F350 series pickups with flare side and style side boxes, regular cab, super cab, and the all-new crew cab. And in trim levels to suit your needs: standard, mid-level XL, the luxurious XLT, and the sporty XLS. And there are many power teams to provide the kind of mechanical muscle you need, from the popular 4.9-liter 6-cylinder truck engine to a pair of powerful new engines for the big jobs, a 7.5-liter V8 gasoline engine, and a 6.9-liter V8 diesel. Transmissions include a 4-speed manual, a 3-speed automatic, and on F150 models, a 4-speed manual with overdrive. You can also choose the payload capacity you need for the job, from 2,270 pounds on the F150 up to 4,575 pounds on the F350. There are many other options available to equip each model for specific purposes. For instance, traction lock rear axle and limited slip front axle on the F150 and F250, or limited slip rear axles on other series. So when you lose traction at one wheel, the power is diverted from it to the other wheel. This makes pulling out of sand, mud, or snow much easier. The trailer towing and camper package and the snowplow packages have the necessary special equipment and heavy-duty components you'll need for these uses. There are, of course, many more options to let you tailor your F-Series four-wheel drive pickup to your needs. Take a close look at the tough F-Series 4x4s, and you'll see why Ford is America's #1 choice for off-road work and recreation. There's one just right for you.
For 1983, F-Series 4x4s continue their tough truck tradition with the kind of four-wheel drive features that buyers have come to expect from Ford. But there are some significant new features which make F-Series 4x4s even more versatile. First of all, there's big news under the hood for 1983. A husky 7.5-liter V8 and 6.9-liter V8 diesel have been added for the F250 heavy-duty and F350 4x4 pickups to tackle the big jobs. These engines are coupled with a new, improved 4-speed manual transmission. It has a 511 first gear with creeper capabilities for startups with heavy loads. You can shift in and out of it while moving, giving you a true 4-speed. And as you might expect, adding these engines greatly increases trailer towing capability, all the way up to 10,000 pounds with the required option. The 5-liter V8 has been revised and refined for better performance with new heat control valve and pistons and a modified intake manifold. There have been improvements in the drivetrains. For instance, there are new gear ratios and cast center rear axle housings for the F150 and F250 models. replacing the stamped rear axle housings. In addition, there are beefed-up front axle ratings, optional on the F250 heavy-duty and standard on the F350 4x4s. And GVWRs have been revised to improve and simplify payload coverage. 16-inch wheels and new LT steel-belted radial highway and all-terrain tires replace the 16.5-inch wheels and tires on F250 and F350 models. The new tires are much quieter than the previous mud and snow tires. All these functional improvements mean that Ford F-Series four-wheel drive pickups can tackle a wide range of jobs and handle tough challenges. More important news, particularly for commercial users, is the addition of an F350 four-door, six-passenger crew cab. It's available in standard and XL trim. For all F-Series pickups, the XLT trim designation replaces the XLT Lariat. In exterior finishes, there are 10 new colors for a total of 15. And there's new standard vinyl and cloth and vinyl seat trim with the XL trim. And heater and air conditioning graphics are new. A new option, an oil cooler, is available with the 7.5-liter V8 and is included with the trailer towing camper package. Some options have also been revised. The trailer towing camper package combines the previous heavy-duty trailer and camper packages. A new stopwatch feature has been added to the electronic digital clock. And more aerodynamic, bright, low-mount Western 5x8 swing-away mirrors replace the 9x6-inch mirrors. For 1983, Ford F-Series four-wheel drive pickups have new functional features, new power teams, new F350 crew cab models, and new standard and optional features to make them even more versatile on or off the road. Four-by-four buyers live, work, and play in many different on- and off-road conditions. This is why Ford F-Series four-wheel drive pickups come well equipped with standard features in a full range of models and with many options to tailor the truck to the job. Over and above such standard features as chrome front bumpers, rectangular halogen headlamps, and dual rear-view mirrors, Ford 4x4s have some important functional features not found on other domestic four-wheel drive pickups. For instance, rather than a conventional solid front axle, Ford has twin traction beam independent front suspension. Two massive high-strength steel axles permit each wheel to move up and down with the terrain, independent of each other. And a front axle integral skid plate helps protect the front differential from rocks and other off-road obstacles. In the F150, rubber isolators between springs and spring seats provide reduced transmission of road vibrations to driver and passengers. And the F150 has variable rate rear leaf springs with tip liners at each end between the leaves to reduce harshness and noise. The F250 and F350 models use tapered leaf front springs and two-stage rear springs to handle heavier loads than coil springs. On F150 and F250 Ford 4x4 pickups, the rear axle has a new ring gear and center cast housing. And Ford offers standard manual locking free-running front hubs. Ford offers automatic hubs as an option, giving buyers a choice. F250 and 350s have new LT steel-belted metric radials, while fuel-saving P-metric steel-belted radial tires are standard on F150 regular and supercab models. All F-Series 4x4s have power steering and power front disc and rear drum brakes. Under the hood, the standard engine for F150 and F250 4x4s under 8,500 pounds GVWR is the 4.9-liter inline six with four-speed manual transmission. This engine is designed especially for trucks. The 5.8-liter V8 with four-speed manual is standard on F250 heavy-duty and F350 models. All engines have a viscous clutch fan which engages only when the engine needs cooling. That can be a fuel saver. And F-Series pickups have a tough body built on a rugged ladder-type frame and double-wall steel cab roof, doors, and pickup box sides. Even the tailgate is double-wall construction, so dents on the inside don't show through on the outside. And on F250 and 350 models, the tailgate can be easily removed to slide in a camper body. Today's 4x4 buyers use their trucks for different jobs, and they like to personalize their vehicles. So Ford offers a wide choice of models. Let's run through them. The F150 short wheelbase flare side pickup appeals to those who want sporty styling, while the F150 style side comes in short and long wheelbase versions to handle different types of jobs. Then there's a supercab version on a 155-inch wheelbase. It can carry up to 6 people or provide lockable storage space protected from the weather. And for even tougher jobs, there's the F250 four-wheel drive pickup. It comes in a style side on the long wheelbase and in a heavy-duty model for even more demanding tasks, plus a supercab model. In addition, there's an F250 heavy-duty chassis cab. F350 4x4s come in a style side model, a big new crew cab model on a 168.4-inch wheelbase, and a chassis cab. In addition to the standard trim, F-Series four-wheel drive pickups are available in optional XL and XLT trim levels. And the F-150 also comes in the sporty XLS trim. And to let buyers personalize their trucks even more, Ford offers a wide selection of options to choose from. There are several optional engines, including a new 7.5-liter gasoline V8 and a 6.9-liter V8 diesel. An automatic transmission available for all engines, traction lock and limited slip axles, skid plates, sliding rear window, packages for towing trailers and hauling campers, hauling heavy-duty loads and handling a snowplow, a wide array of audio systems, and much more. In F-Series four-wheel drive pickups, there's something for everyone and every job. Many standard features, including Ford exclusives in four-wheel drive components, a broad range of models and trim levels, and a long list of options. Remember, the more you know about them, the more you can help buyers choose the right one with the right equipment to satisfy their needs. Four-wheel drive trucks often operate in a tough environment where driving power and fuel efficiency are all vitally important, which is why the 1983 Power Team lineup for Ford 4x4 pickups permits buyers to choose the right size and type of engine and transmission to meet their particular needs. The F-150 and F-250 under 8,500 pounds GVWR have a standard 4.9-liter inline six-cylinder engine with a 5-liter V8 and a 5.8-liter V8 available as options. The rugged 4.9-liter engine is the largest six-cylinder engine available in any pickup. It was designed strictly for trucks. The 5-liter V8 incorporates performance improvement for 1983. New dish-domed pistons, a modified intake manifold, and heat control valves. The 5.8-liter provides even more power from a modern lightweight block and a longer stroke than the 5-liter engine. On the F-150, all three engines have a standard 4-speed manual transmission with optional 4-speed manual overdrive and automatic also available. The F-250 offers the same standard 4-speed and the optional automatic. F-250 heavy-duty and F-350 models are equipped with the 5.8-liter V8 standard and now offer two new optional engines, the 7.5-liter V8 and 6.9-liter V8 diesel. The 7.5-liter V8 has a staged 4-barrel carburetor, 2 for cruising, and all 4 open when the job demands full power. The 6.9-liter diesel engine represents the latest technology. It's very compact and lightweight, yet develops high torque at a low RPM, important for off-roading. And it has fast start glow plugs, which provide unaided starts down to 10 degrees below zero. These three engines are teamed with standard manual 4-speed or optional automatic transmissions. The new T19 manual 4-speed has a 5:11 first gear ratio with capabilities. In addition, first gear is synchronized, so you can shift in and out while on the move, which provides you with plenty of low gear power with the flexibility of a true 4-speed. Here's welcome news for buyers who haul trailers. The availability of the 7.5-liter V8 and 6.9-liter V8 diesel engines increases the trailer towing capability of the F-Series 4x4 pickups. And payload capabilities have been increased, ranging from 2,270 up to 4,575 pounds. Here are a few examples. The F150 flare side is rated at 2,245 pounds. The style side short wheelbase at 2,270 pounds. And the long wheelbase model at 2,330 pounds. And the new F350 crew cab has a hefty payload capacity of 4,350 pounds, while the F350 chassis cab has a payload capacity of 4,950 pounds. A wide range of powertrains, including an improved 5-liter V8, a new 7.5-liter V8, and a new 6.9-liter V8 diesel. Increased trailer towing capability and bigger payloads make F-Series 4x4 pickups more versatile than ever before.
Four-wheel drive trucks are designed for those times when wheels and pavement part company. Four-wheel drive is for people who work off-road, like to do a little cross-country adventuring, or who live where snow, mud, or sand demand the extra traction of four-wheel drive. But some people may hesitate to buy four-wheel drive because it sounds complicated. Well, it's really quite easy to understand and to use. How does it work? When you're in two-wheel drive, it's just like any other two-wheel drive truck. The power from the engine goes through the transmission, which rotates the drive shaft. The drive shaft turns gears in the rear differential, which rotates the axle to turn the rear wheels. Right now, for instance, I'm in two-wheel drive. The rear wheels are driving, and the front wheels are free to turn on their bearings. To send the power to all four wheels, obviously, you'd need some more driveline parts, a mirror image of what you already have. A front drive shaft, a front differential, and front drive axle. But this would give you full-time four-wheel drive. Being in four-wheel drive when you don't need to be is a waste of power and fuel. So we add the transfer case. This lets the driver transfer power to the front wheels only when he needs to. Now we have part-time four-wheel drive. But if the front wheels were permanently fastened to the drive axles like the rear wheels, then those front drive components would have to turn with the wheels, even in two-wheel drive. Obviously, that would also waste power and fuel. So we need one more component: manual locking, free-running front wheel hubs. They allow the front wheels to run free in two-wheel drive, but lock them to the front drive axles when you want four-wheel drive. That's how Ford's part-time four-wheel drive works. Now let me show you how easy it is to operate. You simply stop, get out of the cab, and turn the front wheel hub to the lock position. Of course, you can leave the hubs locked even when in two-wheel drive. That might be convenient at times. However, it's not the most fuel-efficient way to go. And you should never shift into four-wheel drive when the hubs are set to free. The front drive components would turn, but can't get the power to the front wheels. This could cause damage to these components and to the transfer case. Ford also offers optional automatic locking hubs. With these, you don't have to get out of the cab. When you shift into four-wheel drive, clutches inside the hubs lock them. Ford offers buyers a choice, manual or automatic. And that could make a difference to competitive shoppers. Now then, let's run through the shifting procedures. There are two shift levers. One is either your manual or automatic transmission. The other operates the transfer case to go from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive. This gives you a choice of several different driving gears, including 2 high, 4 high, neutral, and 4 low. The 2 high is two-wheel drive, and 4 high or 4 low refers to four-wheel drive. With your regular transmission in neutral, you shift the transfer case into 2 high, which gives you two-wheel drive on clear roads. You could use this gear whether your standard manual hubs are in the locked or free position. Remember, however, that free-running front wheels will provide optimum mileage. With the manual hubs locked, you can shift into 4 high for moderate weather or off-road conditions. This is the most fuel-efficient four-wheel drive gear. When the going really gets tough, stop the vehicle and shift into 4 low. Now, all 4 wheels are powered through a low gear reduction in the transfer case. This lets the engine run faster, while the wheels turn slower. The result is more driving power delivered to the wheels. And for even more power to all 4 wheels, a 4-speed manual with a creeper first gear ratio is available for all F-Series four-wheel drive trucks. That low gear ratio can put a lot of power to the wheels to move heavy loads. And it can be used in either 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive. The T19 is fully synchronized at all 4 gears, so you can shift in and out of low while moving. And it's easy to shift, including into reverse, thanks to a constant mesh reverse gear. But no matter which powertrain you have, when it's time to switch back to two-wheel drive, you simply shift to 2 high. Get out and set your manual locking front-wheel hubs back to free. Or if you have automatic locking hubs, you simply shift to 2 high and go in reverse for about 10 feet. If you've been in reverse, go forward for this distance. This automatically unlocks the hubs so that the wheels can run free again. Ford part-time four-wheel drive with either standard manual or optional locking front-wheel hubs is easy to understand and to operate. It adds a new driving dimension for off-road work or recreation.